What's up, guys? Time to show off the newest Kraken build. This is a Kraken 2.1 with the, I don't know what color we want to call that dial, because it's like a baby blue, but it also has, I don't know, baby blue is probably the accurate. I do have another baby blue though, and it's much lighter. So, but sterile dial with the Kraken down there at the 7 o'clock. Did this in an 090 matte case, milled crown, polished. This is a bezel that I get with the ceramic insert already installed. It's not a bezel I can buy by itself, so I don't really have a word for it. But it does kind of look like one of my crown bezels, but it's not quite that. So white ceramic insert, you got a white handset in there, milled and engraved Kraken clasp and caseback, and then I did this on a white HD strap, little logos here thrown on there, and then lug extensions, because this has lugs underside, but you can take these off and bring them in a little bit. And that's the build. Bezel on it will turn left, it'll turn right. It is a tension ring bezel that is on there really tight, so it's not going to move unless you want it to. It's an automatic mechanical, it's got a rotor in the back, so as you're moving, it's moving. So, but before you put it on, you're going to want to wind it just a little bit. Back the crown off the threads until you hear it and feel it clicking. You're off the crown tube, you'll feel a little bit of play there. At that point you can wind. And a wind is a turn clockwise as you're looking at it from the side or away from you. Turning it towards you does not wind it, it does click it. And for me, I just like to go back and forth. I'm winding this way, not winding, winding this way, not winding. 4 or 5 seconds of that mixed with your rotor movement will keep your time throughout the day, and if you do it for another 4 or 5 seconds, you will max out your 31-hour power reserve on it. You cannot overwind it, so don't worry about that. It's got a slipping mainspring in there, so once it has the input it needs, it's just deflecting. When you're happy with your winding, you're going to pull it to the one and only click. You'll notice that the second hand is going to keep going. This is not a hacking movement. You'll also notice you got a little bit of play in the crown. This is called a wobble crown, and it deflects lateral pressure from going into the stem and into the movement. So if you're pushing and prying on it, you're not putting any adverse pressure against the movement. Alexa, what time is it? 10:02 p.m. Push this over, get it out of that time setting. Wind this down, and that is the build. As with every build, you're going to get matching beads. Normally these come in a Kraken box. I've been waiting on this for 2 weeks, and who knows if I'll get one in time tomorrow. Hopefully I do get one. So there's a chance that this is pictured with a 3D printed box, but you might get it in a Kraken box if I get it before somebody selects this. So this will be in the event tomorrow night, the Saturday event at 8 o'clock. So you could possibly get this. I think this is like Kraken build 315, somewhere in there. So that's the build. Every build comes with watch cleaner. That's good on all glass and metal. So everything here in the center, non-streaking, non-toxic, non-residue, as well as microfiber. It's also going to come with leather conditioner, though you probably won't need it on this strap. Super soft. You might use it on some of your other straps that are a little rougher, not as pliable. Just apply it on the front and back using a rag or something. Don't use one of your microfibers. And then lastly, you're going to get some fine scratch remover. This is Novus 2 from Amazon, just repackaged. It's like a poly watch, and it's for your domed acrylic glass that you can scratch. If you do, not a big deal. Put a tiny bit of that on the glass and then go against it with this microfiber. So if the scratch is up and down, just go left and right, filling that scratch. Generate some heat with your thumb and buff it. And that scratch should go away. I usually do that for about 30 seconds. If in 30 seconds you can still see that it's there after you buff that off, wait a little bit, let that solidify, and then revisit it later in the day. But it will fill that back up, and remove that scratch for you. So that's the build. If it's going to you, thank you so much for your support. Appreciate you a ton. And if you want me to build you something custom and unique, reach out and I'll see what I can do. And if you want to continue to see videos like this, like and subscribe as I put them up all the time. Thanks, guys.